Some players are great, and then there's Magnus Carlsen, a name synonymous with dominance in modern chess. From a young Norwegian prodigy to a record-breaking world champion, Carlsen's journey is nothing short of remarkable. But how did he get here? What makes Carlsen different from every other chess genius before him? And what can we learn from his journey? We'll explore Magnus Carlsen's journey from his early years to his reign as world champion and why he remains an unstoppable force in chess. Sven Magnus Ewan Carlsen, the name that has dominated the chess world for over a decade, was born on November 30th, 1990, in Tonsberg, Norway. From a young age, it was clear that Magnus had an extraordinary mind. His father, Henrik Carlsen, introduced him to chess when he was 5, but he showed little interest. However, his desire to beat his sister at the game fueled his learning passion. Carlsen's exceptional memory was evident from early on. At 2, he could solve complex jigsaw puzzles, and at 5, he was constructing Lego models designed for much older children. This ability to recognize patterns and think spatially would later become one of his strongest assets in chess. By 8, Carlsen had started taking chess seriously, playing for hours daily. He quickly rose through the ranks of Norway's junior chess scene, and in just a few years, he was competing against players far older and more experienced than he was, and defeating some. Education. Unlike many prodigies who abandoned formal education early, Carlsen had a relatively normal academic journey, at least for a while. He attended sports secondary school in Norway, where he balanced his schoolwork with an increasingly demanding chess schedule. Despite being a rising star in the chess world, Carlsen's parents ensured he had a well-rounded education. They encouraged his love for reading and geography, and he developed an interest in history and mathematics. His academic ability was evident when he could list the capital cities of nearly every country in the world at just 5 years old. However, as his chess career took off, formal schooling became secondary. By his early teens, Carlsen was already competing in international tournaments, and it was clear that his path was set. The Wonder Kid was going to be a professional chess player. From a very young age, Carlsen's career would reach incredible heights. Let's examine the major events that shaped the former world champion's illustrious career. Grandmaster at 13, the making of a champion. Carlsen's breakthrough came in 2004, when he became a Grandmaster at 13 years and 148 days old, making him one of the youngest GMs in history. This achievement earned him international recognition, with Lubomir Kavalev, a writer for the Washington Post, calling him the Mozart of chess. His rapid rise saw him take on and often defeat legendary players. In one of his most famous early games, a young Carlsen played Garry Kasparov, the reigning world champion at the time, and secured a draw that sent shockwaves through the chess world. World champion dominance, 2013 to 2023. After years of steadily climbing the ranks, Carlsen finally had his shot at the World Chess Championship in 2013, facing Viswanathan Anand. Carlsen's incredible preparation and psychological resilience led to a decisive 6.5-3.5 victory, making him the 16th World Chess Champion at just 22 years old. Over the next 10 years, Carlsen successfully defended his title 4 times, defeating Anand, 2014. He won a convincing second victory over the former champion, Sergei Karjakin, 2016. Magnus's match against Sergei Karjakin was exciting. It went into tiebreaks, and Magnus emerged victorious. Fabiano Caruana, 2018. This was another tiebreak victory after a series of hard-fought draws. Ian Nepomniachtchi, 2021. His 2021 match against Nepo was a dominant 7.5-3.5 win, with Carlsen being at his ruthless best. During this period of dominance, Magnus Carlsen's trophies kept piling up. However, in 2022, Carlsen announced that he would not defend his title. He stepped away from the World Championship match but continued to play at elite levels in other tournaments. Carlsen has shattered numerous records in his career, including highest ELO rating ever. He achieved a peak rating of 2,882, the highest in chess history, longest unbeaten streak. From 2018 to 2020, Carlsen went 125 classical games without a loss, setting a world record. Simultaneous reign in all formats. At one point, Carlsen held the classical, rapid, and blitz world championships simultaneously. Magnus Carlsen's dominance in the chess world has been compared with Bobby Fischer's run in his prime, undeniably solidifying his status as one of the greatest chess players ever. Controversies. Carlsen has been involved in a few controversies throughout his exciting and remarkable career. The Niemann cheating scandal. One of the biggest controversies in chess history erupted in 2022 when Carlsen accused Hans Niemann of cheating. After losing an over-the-board game to Niemann, Carlsen withdrew from the 2022 Sinquefield Cup, an unprecedented move for a world champion. Chess.com later conducted an investigation and concluded that Niemann had likely cheated in over 100 online games. The controversy shook the chess world and led to widespread debates on fair play and cheating detection. Jeansgate. Another incident in which Magnus was involved was during the World Rapid and Blitz tournament in New York, where he showed up wearing jeans. FIDE dress code protocol disagreed with his attire, and Magnus refused, stating that his clothes were a personal choice. He then withdrew from the tournament. The issue would later be resolved, and Magnus would re-enter the tournament to compete, forfeiting the world title. One of the biggest shocks in recent chess history was Magnus Carlsen's announcement that he would not defend his classical World Chess Championship title in 2023. His decision left fans and experts puzzled. Why would the world's strongest player relinquish his title without a fight? Carlsen later explained his reasons, which were a lack of motivation. After winning his 5th championship, he felt he had already proven everything he needed to, so he wasn't excited by the championship cycle anymore. The repetitive format. Carlsen found the long classical games dull and preferred rapid and blitz formats, which he found more entertaining. Despite stepping down, Carlsen remains the highest-rated player in the world, meaning he is still widely considered the best chess player on the planet. Freestyle chess saga. Magnus Carlsen is currently battling FIDE over the branding of his new Freestyle Chess Grand Slam Tour. The tour promotes Chess 960, a variant designed to shake up traditional chess by randomizing piece positions. The controversy erupted when FIDE objected to the tour being labeled a world championship, claiming exclusive rights over such titles. FIDE even warned that participating players could face sanctions, further escalating tensions. Magnus Carlsen is the highest-earning chess player in history, with income from tournaments, endorsements, and business ventures. All these and more were earned from chess. World Championship prize money. He has won millions of dollars from his 5 World Championship matches. Tournament winnings. Carlsen has earned millions from top events like the Grand Chess Tour, Norway Chess, and Tata Steel Chess. Business ventures. He co-founded Play Magnus, which Chess.com later acquired for $83 million. The former world champion's partnerships and sponsorship deals are many. A few are Unibet, Puma, and MasterCard. He also recently signed a deal with Team Liquid, an esports organization, although the details are unknown. Magnus Carlsen and Chess.com have partnered on multiple projects, such as the Freestyle Chess event. Net worth. Magnus Carlsen's net worth is estimated to be between $25 to $50 million, making him the wealthiest chess player ever. Playing style. Carlsen's style perfectly balances calculation, positional play, and psychological warfare. Positional superiority. While Carlsen has been known to play some high-octane chess, he doesn't often rely on seeking flashy tactics. Rather, he slowly builds up small advantages and strangles his opponent over time. Endgame genius. Magnus Carlsen is widely regarded as the best endgame player in chess today. His ability to convert equal endgames into wins is unmatched. Versatility. Carlsen doesn't always rely on deep opening preparation, unlike most top players. Instead, he plays solid yet unpredictable moves, forcing opponents out of their comfort zones. Personal life. Off the chessboard, Magnus Carlsen is just as competitive as he is in the game. He is a passionate Real Madrid FC fan and even had the honor of taking the ceremonial kickoff at a La Liga match. But his love for the sport doesn't stop there. Carlsen is also a Premier League enthusiast and a Fantasy Premier League FPL legend. In 2019, he shocked the football world by reaching #1 in the global FPL rankings, outplaying millions of other players before finishing the season in 10th place. Beyond sports, Carlsen has spoken about his political views. He identifies as a social democrat and follows a mostly vegetarian diet, a choice influenced by his sisters, who are also vegetarians. In his personal life, Magnus Carlsen's wife, Ella Victoria Malone, has been by his side since at least February 2024. On January 4th, 2025, the couple tied the knot in a private ceremony at Holmenkollen Chapel in Oslo, Norway, marking a new chapter in Carlsen's life. In conclusion, Magnus Carlsen's journey from a Norwegian chess prodigy to a 5-time world champion is nothing short of legendary. His records, playing style, and influence on the game have secured his place in history as one of the greatest players ever. At just 34 years old, Carlsen's story is far from over. Whether he returns to fight for the World Championship or focuses on other things, one thing is certain: Magnus Carlsen isn't done making history yet.